Welcome, welcome, welcome to all of you around the world in so many countries. We have translators to French and Spanish and Japanese. No matter where you are in the world, we have this opportunity to be with an enlightened master, Jagged Guru, Her Holiness Sai Maa Lakshmi Devi Mishra. It is an honor for me, Swami Parameshwar Das, to introduce Sai Maa to all of you. Let us take a breath together. We are living through so much at this time. We don't know what is happening. We are asking ourselves, who are we? What is going to happen to me, my family? When we wake up in the morning, we don't know what we're going to experience. Many are calling this conflict chaos, suffering. Many words for this. What's happening with COVID and our health, deaths around the world. What's happening with a failing economy, society, racism, violence, sexual harassment. We know about all this, and we are asking ourselves many questions. Sai Maa brings many teachings, wisdom, practices, answers to the questions we are asking. I could go on and on speaking about Sai Maa, describing who I see Sai Maa to be. However, I'm going to start with a few words from Kamala Harris. No matter who we voted for, there's so much division in society and in politics. No matter who we voted for, these words that she shared are about all of us. Also what Sai Maa stands for, the mission of Sai Maa for healing, for unity. And Kamala Harris is also a woman, a leader of many firsts, like Sai Maa. So some of these words are, we the people have the power to build a better future, usher in a new day for America, I'd say for the world, to reclaim our sense of purpose, to dream with ambition, to lead with conviction. The path forward to unite our country and heal the soul of our country. Over the many years I've been with Sai Maa, I've experienced and seen so many experience healing, transformation. Myself living through death of my mother, my brother, living through no longer having a job, living through divorce, and then meeting Sai Maa. And immediately through Sai Maa's presence and love, and then the teachings and the practices, moving forward in the path. So I'd like to speak to Sai Maa, related to Sai Maa and how Sai Maa is seen in India. Now first, Sai Maa brings the West and the East together, bridges both. So many teachings, experience, knowledge about business and leadership and psychology and health and politics. And in India, Ma, as I said, is a woman, a leader of many firsts. So let me begin with our ashram, Shaktidam, in India. This is Shaktidam, a building, a spiritual center, an energetic hub, a sacred space in Kashi, India, the most sacred city in India, where there are many, many ashrams, temples. And this is the only ashram of a woman, a female enlightened master. An ashram Shaktidam meaning the abode of Shakti, the sacred divine feminine. And this is what Sai Maa brings to all of us and spreads around the world, activates within us all this divine feminine and brings together the divine feminine, the divine masculine, the Shiv Shakti, harmony, balance, what we are looking for that we can, through Sai Maa and through our path, activate within us harmony, Shaktidam. A second aspect of Maa in India is that Maa is Jagged Guru. For the first time in 2,700 years of the Vishnu Swami lineage, a woman receiving the honor, the title of Jagged Guru, Guru of the universe, Master of the universe. And I'll look at the initiation that took place 13 years ago in India of Sai Maa becoming Jagged Guru. This photo shows all of these men, a sea of men, gurus, saints, masters, with Maa at the forefront as Jagged Guru. And these gurus and masters honor Maa, love Maa, and many of us have been with them and experienced them looking at Maa with tears in their eyes as Maa speaks to them, chants to them. And they worship, they honor Divine Mother, the Divine Feminine, during their sadhana, their spiritual practice, their puja. Again, a first. And finally, let us look at Sai Maa with all of the pundits and priests, those who since childhood have studied the Vedas, have been chanting slokas and mantras, performing ceremonies, yagyas like this, fire ceremonies, puja. And look at all of these pundits surrounding Maa and the power of Maa, the power of the flames of these sacred fires, transforming the planet. And in this photo, this is a photo of a Mahayagya for the first time, over 100 pundits and priests in Japan at the foot of Mount Fuji, performing many fire ceremonies and many fire pits, spreading this energy across the planet. Sai Maa, respected, honored in India, and the energy of India, where so many, over thousands of years, have studied, created scriptures, teachings, and moved forward in the path of self-realization and enlightenment. So we now have this great opportunity to listen to the words of Sai Maa, be in the presence of Sai Maa, take in, spread the Shakti, the energy of Sai Maa. And also, I'd like to add, in addition to right now, we have the opportunity to be with Sai Maa Online, with special guests, teachers from around the world, participants from around the world, at our global gathering, December 3rd to the 6th. Unleash the unstoppable you. Many of you have received information about this, registered, and more information will be sent to all of you after this call. So now, with great joy, delight, gratitude, respect, devotion, love, I invite Jagged Guru, Her Holiness Sai Maa, to join us.
Blessings, blessings with great, great, deep, deep love to each and every one. Oh, I love you so dearly. So dearly. I do miss seeing you physically. I like to share different topics today. Good morning, good evening, happy day, happy Sunday. How many of you felt like, I'm speaking mostly to those in the US, how many of you felt like you could breathe yesterday? I am relieved. I breathe differently. Every country has its own consciousness. Every country carries a soul, a presence. There's something very, very unique about the United States of America, which I say is ultimate self-awareness. In the word America, when you change it, you see the word I am race. America is the only country where many, many gurus has been coming regularly from the great land of India. Have any one of you asked yourself why? What's the reason? No guru really stay or go back to India, but what's the reason? It's because the soul of this country called America is young and has come to be an awakened country. And the soul has to move into action, or else the unified feel of the country doesn't move into its dharma. This country is a bridge between the land, the knowledge of the land from the native ones, and every other land of the planet, meaning every country of the planet, every country. To bridge the diversity of race, for everyone to be in that I am race energy, and everyone receive from it. Why? Because it's a new country. You look at Asia, you look at Europe, there's history of 1,000 years. Whereas this country is new, meaning that it is full of possibilities. There's this expression, American dream. You don't say this for any other country. It's only for America because it's so young. You can build a harmonious life on it. Some of you may remember when I was in Philadelphia that I received the presence, the love, the light, the support, the energies of the forefathers of this country with their wigs, with everything. Harriet may remember that because I did share that the first one was with Harriet. What does that mean? It means that we are bridging, this country is to bridge the new consciousness, the new awareness. This country is to bridge the depth of awakening, of enlightenment. That's why many gurus has come here. They all left because the mentality is not ready to welcome masters. And last night, and the energy has been prepared from my side and my gangs, and then little by little, I've seen many other gangs came in from different aspects, from different spiritual diversity, to observe how we are waiting for the democracy to exist in its significance to heal at a depth of the heart, depth of the mind, to heal, to be heard, a revival of democracy, of freedom, thus liberation. Freedom, liberation, awakening, enlightenment, it all goes together. Not only the revival, but also the graciousness of the awakening. The graciousness, the authenticity of being humble, cared for, caring for the people of the country. Be heard, that the people feel heard. Leaders who carry empathy. Leaders who cares, who have regards for others. I am with you right now, and I am at the same time all over the country and in many dimensions. Why? Because we're also working with the soul of the leaders. It's huge what's happening right now. It's huge. With that, huge challenges are coming. It's historical. It's a historic moment. When you look at everything that goes with it. And when I'm doing this, what I'm seeing the flower of life that I've been working with for several years now at the White House. The violet flame. Imagine that in the executive office, you're going to see a mixture of race. African American, Asian, Indian, American, all together. And having this woman, I've been speaking to you about the feminine energy, the Mary Magdalena, the feminine, the Shakti. And I'd like to share something that I shared only once yesterday. Master came on Thursday night. He came every night in the night work, but it was a very clear message for myself. And he said, "Do you see now?" I couldn't understand. And then he said, "Are you proud?" And I don't always know what pride means. Like people say to me, "Are you proud of your children?" No, I'm not, because I educated them. That doesn't mean I don't get disappointed, but I educated them for that. So I expect a result. And then a guru called me, and for Swamiji and those of Kashi, a guru called, reminded me about my initiation of Jagged Guru, being the first woman. And I remember that, I think it was 2 years after, the India got this president as a woman. And Maharaji told me, and if those of you may remember who was walking with me, I didn't want to have this title. I refused it several times. And one day, early morning, I was coming from the boat from the Ganga, and one of the shishas sent me the newspaper, and Baba was in Chennai. And that was it. This is when I said yes. That was the message of Baba. The speech of Baba on the newspaper was beautiful, and his picture was just gorgeous. And oh, then I said yes. Only then I said yes. So all this has been prepared to bring a woman to the White House who is not of white color. We are shifting paradigm. We are shifting. And together with this woman now, her partner is dropping his job to be at her service, to support her. This is the shift of consciousness that we are starting to experience. And this is going to be in a new reality. A shift of consciousness, a shift in consciousness. It's an immense work that's coming, and for the president-elect and for Kamala. It's huge what's coming. Our role is to support. Together with this, you know the shift that's happening. You know everything that's going to happen. I've shared many times with you. There's this new reality in its unbounded consciousness. Collective consciousness with an activation of the universal consciousness. This collective consciousness, this human youthfulness, deathless, immortal consciousness, because I've said to you many times, death is a disease. We are not supposed to die. So there's a youthfulness, what's the word? One of you said this word to me, youthing energy. Yes, I live for that. I work for that. Together with this the Buddhic consciousness is going to be activated in everyone, including those at the White House. It's a huge work for me. It's a huge work for all of you. It's a huge work for those who are leaders. The Christ consciousness is going to be very active, not the way the church sees it, very differently. In its absolute quality, absolute attribute, to be awakened globally, global awakening, global enlightenment in that unified field. It's amazing what's happening. And your vote counts. You know, in the past, I remember in my history class, how the men got to have their voice. At that time, they will vote with their voice and their arms. And I can see this vision in front of me right now. In the act of democracy, your vote opens the heart to receive, to move into that dignity, that nobility, that celebration of diversity. You will see more and more children coming and speak in a way that you've never heard. Be musicians. Very young children will be musicians in the coming era. So no matter, I say to all of you, it doesn't matter to me what party you are in. What matters to me is that I serve you. And you will be served by those who, when they will take oath of the office, will serve you. It won't matter what color you are, who you are, what party you are, you will be served. And today I say to you, no matter how hard is a political contest, a political competition, we must unite among each other. So how do we start this? We must support all those who are elected. When the last election happened, some of you have heard me say, I am supporting Chaitanya, consciousness. Consciousness doesn't know difference, doesn't function with difference. We serve. So here, what I say to you, not only we have to unite among us, let's say in your office, create unity. In your family, create unity. In your colleagues, among your colleagues, create unity. Your neighbors. I know from my side, you know me, I enjoy isolate myself, but I find ways to walk, and when the neighbors speak to me, I stop and I speak and create that love exchange energy. It doesn't matter who they are, what they are, because through that love, I'm telling you today, through that love, there will be unity. When I was, I think, 17, I saw, and I've shared that with some of you, I saw this chalice, like the chalice of Archangel Michael, that chalice that we hold in church for the, I don't know the word in English, l'hostie. And I saw this chalice with multiples flooding rivers of liquid, golden liquid light shimmering, pulsating. This is this country. I saw this same chalice years later. I was maybe in my 30s when I lived in San Diego, in La Jolla, in Del Mar. It was there. I didn't understand what my work was to be. Only about 22 years ago, 21 years ago, that I saw my service to this country. And now my service to this country is that it's coming to its peak. And for those who do not know, I will be living in this country for about 10 more years because my work is here. I'm needed here as the doctor of the soul. Loving, 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 no matter what. How to get this vision in the consciousness to lead the country during this phase of transition. May it be peace, love, awareness. Speak to your neighbors. If you have had some resentment towards your neighbors or members of your office or of your family, please come in my heart. Take my heart with you and go to them. Unite again. I need you to unite. It's a need for the country to fulfill its dharma. The country has a dharma, and I am part of this dharma. Awakening. This is a transition time. We need to bring in it through ourselves justice, meaning no resentment anymore, love, compassion, caring, and forgive. Please forgive. Whoever has hurt you, they were just telling you, please look at me, please love me, please hold me. And they got angry. Now the ego always waits for a moment. We just experience this. We are still experiencing it in this country. It won't last because there's no foundation for that big ego right now. There is a joy. There is a, and women, you are the warriors for the next civilization. And when I say warriors, I mean, you take action. You take action. You have the power to love like no one. Your vote was extremely important. And I say to you, you are the one who can bring love, joy, peace. You are the one. My father used to say to the young couples who will come to him for blessings for their wedding, my father will say, make sure the women are happy in the house. The house is happy when women are happy. So I say to you, as he used to say, make sure your woman is happy. Because then the husband is happy, the children are happy, the family is happy. Then there's a united state in the house, a united consciousness in the house. And when there's this justice, this integrity, this awareness, from a leader perspective, all other country will feel welcome to be together. Will feel, yes, I am accepted. And this united consciousness will respect the Constitution. The Constitution was menacé. Comment on dit ça, menacé? Can somebody help me? Menacé? Menacé.
Threatened.
Threatens, yes, threatened. The Constitution was threatened. Today, I say bravo. I say congratulations to the leaders who are, no matter, and they know, I can tell you energetically, we have poured energy into them. My gang, Baba, we have put energy into them for them to know they need courage. You know, courage is go there no matter how much your heart is beating with fear, go there. And they're going to be supported. So now I ask you to support each other and to support them, meaning support the country to move into a new consciousness, to move into a unified field. No matter how hard it is going to be, they will have to go in that place. They will have to show us that future and that grander place called America, that future is in your hands, my dear love, my dear students, my dear disciples. The greatness of the world is in your hands. And let us start together with the United States of America, this place in the planet with ultimate self-awareness, with the I am race, new consciousness. And you will experience in January a big emotional release. And you know me, emotion is not too much of my things, but it's going to be. The preparation has started. I've been working nonstop, physically, in that big emotional energy that you're going to experience in January. A multi-diversity crowd will be present emotionally. I repeat, emotionally. The release, the relief, and it has already started a huge healing. And the healing energy is going to be a vortex, such as an umbrella. You know the umbrella that I used at the Kum. Imagine that dome, and those who receive their birthday calls with me every day, you hear me speak of that celestial dome. So it's going to be a healing, planetary healing, not only for America and Americans, planetary healing. Some people would love to fly to come here from other country. This is the future. I am grateful to you all Americans who voted. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful you wear your mask because you don't want to pollute anybody, and you don't want anybody to pollute you to death, to bring you the virus speaking face to face to you. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful you've been generous with your vote. Democracy is back in this beautiful country. Democracy is being into that energy, that consciousness of revival. You will experience peace. You will experience joy. You will experience celebration. But it starts with you, the same way you came out. Many of you haven't voted for several years. You came out and you voted. The same way I am asking you from the depth of my heart, from where I am right now, in all these multidimensional where the work is intense. I am barely here on the planet these days. I'm saying to you, make peace. I ask you to forgive. and to forget, as my parents used to say. Forgive and forget. Give and forget. Do seva and forget. This is pure seva that I'm asking you to do. Serve. Serve. You women, you now exist. We are now going to face a new generation of women. And I'm telling you today, all these little girls who will be watching in January, who will see a woman. In the past, it was Barbie in America 30 years ago. It was all about Barbie. This time is over. And I'm happy they've done Barbie with my color skin also. All this to say that now this superficiality is going to come out, and the truth of your soul, the truth of love, the truth of you bringing love, light, peace, justice as your legacy is a different tomorrow, is a different future. That's the joy of the tomorrows. You. I am so with you. So with you. Ready for you. You call on me anytime, any day, to be in that expression of totality of who you are. You are the one bringing the global awakening on this planet. Pass it to others. And I've said to you, create program online. Many await for your knowledge. And I've brought knowledge to you for years. And of course, I wish to see you. I wish to see you so that we can express our unchangeable, our pure love, our real, our unstoppable, our quality of soul in our humanness. You remember 2 years ago, my gang asked me, what do I wish for this birthday? I said, to be more human so I can be closer to you. And that's what I wish. I wish to bring to you the power so you can place America in that specific unified field. You do that with me. We do that together. This new vision. It's a huge task. I acknowledge that. But caring for your soul, caring for the soul of the country, into its enlightenment, into its awakening through this young generation that's coming, who comes on the planet with a new consciousness. It's amazing. It's amazing. And you must know that the White House has these past years, accumulation of the flower of life energy, of the tree of life energy, of the seed of life energy, and the violet flame every single day from me, every single day. Saint Germain being with me, and I'm flying above. This is ecstasy for me, to watch you be with me, hand in hand, heart in heart, bringing the country together to be part of our awakening. Our awakening. Awakening will be easier for everybody when it's for the country, when we serve the country. So I ask you at this very moment, with all this energy that's here, buzzing here, in this room, my meditation is right here. Every now and then, the body is levitating. But that's not my goal. I'm not interested in levitation. Been there, done that for me. What I'm interested in is that every single one of you who says you know Sai Maa, you've worked with Sai Maa, you've had a workshop with Sai Maa, you go in your heart. Feel your Christed being. Feel the Mother Divine in you. Feel the Buddhic energy in you. Consciousness. Shine through all your chakras. All your subtle bodies, your cells, your molecules, your minds. Reactivating the power in your minds, where there's no more doubt anymore, because you become an embodiment of the power in your minds. Embodiment of your soul, of your light, of your consciousness, to create democracy in your house, with your neighbors, with your families. Liberation, freedom, justice, peace, love, integrity, acceptance, welcoming. This is the energy I pour into you today. Welcoming. Welcoming you fully. This is the magic of you. You are the only creation on this planet who has the capacity to be awakened like this, to shift psychology in you like this. This is your power. It's a new set of principles which is being activated. It's a new set of inner rules being activated for you. That's your legacy. That's your legacy. Awareness of being aware. You know, since you take your first darshan, you receive your first darshan, and you took your first workshop, imagine how much Shakti, how much energy, how much power of life, power of you as a multidimensional being has been stored into you. There's different kind of change. There's instant change. There's change which has been installed in you from the beginning. And then there's realization, wow, I've changed so much. I forgot how I was. And now I'm realizing, wow, I've changed so much. You have changed. And it's a totally new psychology that's coming to you. I'm not saying it's going to be easy on the whole planet. I'm not saying this. As I always say, before the beauty of the birth, there's some chaos. What I ask you to do is to remember you are a light. You are a multidimensional being. You are a being of light. And those who have received their birthday calls, I'm asking you, activate it every day. You will support everybody like this. And this is a preparation. And next weekend, I'll be with you for 3 days, yes? I'll be with you. We'll be together. Every now and then, I may bring some energy of democracy, some energy of what's going on the planet and in the country, and move into our multidimensional self. And then global unity gathering. I await to be with you physically, to see you, to speak to you, to go into your little chat room. I come to see you. Hello, I'm here, just passing by. You are beautiful. You are so graceful. I'm telling you, the two leaders who are coming, they have received grace, They have received Shakti. They have received youthfulness. I don't know whether anyone knows this or observe. I was in my other kind of work. I did receive some of your emails saying that there will be a speech. I was doing the work. But you may have noticed a Shakti in them that you haven't seen in leaders. There was a grace, there was a power, there's a brightness, a light. Why? Because we have to support them. All of us have to support them. And their soul is going to be closer and closer to them. The youthfulness or youthing. Every human, you are a receiver and a transmitter. I have built fantastic portals from the Kumbh Mela to today. Portals are open for you. Receive, open yourself. You remember how when we had the ashram in Crestone, we will stop and just receive. I ask you to, in your day, it doesn't matter where you are, whether you're in your house or in your work, wherever you are, and if you don't know how to stop, just go in the bathroom and stop. Every hour for 1 minute to receive. Right now you're receiving. Right now. And next weekend, I'm going to intensify your power to receive, your openness to receive on a cellular level, cellular, DNA level. So you can become this being of light. The goddess of liberty have been working with me many, many months, maybe nearly a year and a half, I will say, every day. And next weekend, I'm going to prepare you to receive the goddess of liberty inside of you, with you, for you, together with your inner power as goddess, whether you are a male energy or a female energy, you have both inside of you. You are my beloved. I wish to be with you. And global unity gathering. I wish to be with you day and night. And the residence is going to be a studio. So I can walk, I can dance, I can play with you. That's my desire. To see you into your glory, into your light. That's my desire. Do not miss that boat. This is the legacy of planet Earth for the next civilization, not the next month, not the next year, not the next tomorrow. I'm speaking of the next civilization, where all the knowledge from ancient Egypt, from all the Mayans, all the elders, all the great ancient knowledge will be active on planet Earth. The Vedas will pulsate everywhere, everywhere. As I was saying to you, when this guru called me, he chanted a sloka for me. I was so touched, so moved. And when he said to me, "Are you proud? You were the first Jagged Guru. You were the first Mahamandaleshwar as a woman. And look at you now. Look what you are doing." And he even said that he knows that Sanatana Dharma is harder in the West than in India. And it is very true. In India, you can be a guru, sit day and night in bliss. Everybody comes. In the West, I have to speak. I have to take action over and over to tell you, do not doubt your light. Do not doubt you carry the light. You are the light. Do not doubt you are a multidimensional being. And I have to constantly use this tremendous amount of energy for you to trust my words. I will appreciate that today, all of you listening to me, do not ever doubt anymore. Ever. You are magnificent. You're a being of light. Many in your birthday call, you are crossing the veil and be on the other side of the veil. And then you see you are that multi-dimensional being of light. That's it. It's like, you know, the voltage in healing. Huge healing will be happening now from yesterday to many, many years. Global healing energy. The one-on-one healing, I don't know how efficient that will be, because we're creating vortex, domes, celestial domes of healing power. So everybody's going to be healed because everybody's going to be into that unified field, because we're activating consciousness at a point that every human who accept to open themselves move beyond the 3 state of consciousness, move into the transcended state of consciousness, the awakened state of consciousness, the enlightened state of consciousness, then the cosmic state of consciousness. That can go all the way to samadhi. So all that to say, when you move into that realization of your presence and the presence of all that is merge, your presence and the presence of the one supreme soul merge, you realize there's only one. And there's another state where you become that one. But for now, the activation is that different state of consciousness. So open you, free you. And the psychology, I will probably give you maybe I will give you a call during these coming 5 days to share with you before the next weekend, how is the next psychology, which has nothing to do with the psychology I could call it the old psychology, or the psychology of the old paradigm. Has nothing to do with this. At a point that those who still do verbal therapy, if you do not move on a soul level in your verbal therapy, you'll be wasting your time, your energy, your Shakti, and your money, because we are moving beyond that. So I asked the office to remind me, because I have a tendency to be in my cave most of the time, to remind me to create a call for you about the new psychology. It's a reset of psychology. It's a reset of reminding you that you have a field and there is a unified field. And each one of us, when we put our field out, the unified field of psychology will be so strong that it will be settled and will embody that new psychology of knowing who we are. And this is when you become unshakable, unstoppable. And that's what I've known in my life. From the age of 20-something, when my dad said to me, "You wanted that? Experience it fully." And since that day, I've never been shaken. Never. And that's your time. And I'm here to support you, to serve you. That's my savor and my joy. And I intend to celebrate that in our global unity gathering. And you know, some of you may not know this. Humanity in Unity. This was my first nonprofit organization in the US 20 years ago. Humanity in Unity. And I think now I will be able to taste it, to swallow it, to breathe it, because you are with me. And we are together with many other spiritual groups on this planet. We are going to be able to say, yes, humanity in unity. This is how I love you. In the grace of you, in the blessings of you, in the soul of you, in the light of you, in the multidimensional you, in the source that you are. Deep gratitude to you. Deep gratitude for your support for our country called America, United States of America. Ultimate self-awareness. Let us support the leaders. And I'm telling you, during the global unity, I'm going to give you a taste of celebration of that oneness in this country. From wherever you are in the world, you're going to taste it, because we will come from this country to every country with humility, with grace, with love, with acceptance, with knowledge. I love you so. Blessings. Sai Maa.
Open your heart. 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 Open your